You know it's never a good day when you have to start out with a voiceover. So we had our fair share of problems with this build. We had leaks that we thought were going to be catastrophic, had some wires crossed up when we started the car, that type stuff, right? Well, we had some major clearance issues also with the roller rockers. I'll kind of cover that a little bit more later on in the video. The main reason for this voiceover is to let you guys know this video is going to jump around. I've got some lost footage I can't find, so we're just going to have to work around that. So just bear with me. We'll get through this video, and hopefully the next video will be a little cleaner, and we'll be able to move forward. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get on with the video.
That would have been me that took the round to the back of the neck, and that happened to him, he'd have stayed too.
Whew. This has been fun. So this was a little more involved than just say like a head cam, intake swap kind of deal. Everything on this car had to be taken apart and cleaned, or either painted or painted. I mean, we just had so much work to do. We had a couple issues, obviously, that always arise that we had to kind of work through. But I think we're ready to start the car up. So let's go over real quick like what it was that we did. So as you can see, we have the Explorer upper and lower intake on the car. We have the 19-pound injectors are back in it. We have a 75mm SVE throttle body with spacer. We have a new TPS, a new idle air control. We have a SVE aluminum heads from LMR. We have a stage 1 trick flow camshaft. We have headers on the car now. So thanks to Demon Fox. Now I've not got all the wires, completely done up yet. So we'll get rid of these blue wires and go with some black wires. But we're missing a couple header bolts. But I want to go ahead and make sure this thing's going to bust off and run before I run and go get some more header bolts and go through that process. We're missing about 4 actually. So probably going to hear an exhaust leak or 2. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Just everything had to be painted and really cleaned up. And I've not detailed the engine bay yet. So we're going to really take this thing down, detail the engine bay, all that stuff. Also painted the fan shroud. I know you can't really see it, but I actually painted this this bottle like a khaki color. So it looks really good anyway. Did the top up here in red. Like I said, I just want this thing to look really good. I mean, you don't have to be a show car. It's not going to be a show car. I just want it to look good and presentable up under the hood. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead, prime this thing up, and see if we can get it to bust off. I think I've got the timing set correctly. We may be a tooth off or so. You never really know. Actually, let's go ahead and spin the car over with no coil attached. That way we can try to prime everything up. Alright guys, so I don't have any power at the moment. It may be a dead battery. Let me hook the battery charger up, see if we can get some power, and I'll get back with you in just a second. Alright guys, so all it was is I left my ground off. So we have the ground on. And as you can hear, Camley's inside. She's just as excited as we are, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing to bust off. Hopefully, cross your fingers, the timing is close. We'll see. Well, look at that. That was the very first startup, so feeling pretty good about that. Some of the lifters obviously have not pumped up yet, so that's going to be some of that. So I don't have any water in the car, and we need some bolts for the headers, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get this thing to start up real quick, like try to get it to run, and then we'll kind of dog off. We'll go get some header bolts. We'll come back, put them in, put some water in this thing, and get it ready for its first drive. Hopefully everything's good. Guys, that thing's going to sound good, I do believe. TPS is not set. That's all, all new TPS. So everything is just kind of first time, getting put back on. I have to pull the upper intake off, pull this valve cover off over here, and adjust the rockers out. I don't know what's up over here. There's one that's just really loose, so I'm going to go ahead, adjust it out. And also the timing chain cover is leaking, so I'm going to have to pull the timing chain cover and all that back off the car and figure out what's going on with that leak. But it is what it is. I'm just really tired right now. I've been up. I've got like 2.5 hours of sleep. So I'm going to probably just go ahead, knock this out real quick and I'll more than likely I'll pick back up with you guys tomorrow and we'll see how the car is running. Now obviously we have a water leak that we need to fix, but right now we just want to focus on getting the engine to run good. And guys, I think we're going to be okay here. The car seems to do pretty good. It's just got a really loud rocker, so we're going to go ahead and address that. And like I said, we'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow. We had some clearance issues with the trick flow roller rockers and the stock valve covers. So I've already put everything back on. I should have showed you guys. So we had to clearance the, so sorry if it's loud, but I want to go ahead and get this over with. We had to clearance the side of the roller rocker because it was hitting the inside of the valve cover. So let me show you that. Right on the very edge of this roller rocker, right? Well, it's on the other side over there. Right on the edge, we had to grind a little section of the roller rocker out because it was hitting the valve cover. Seems like years ago I had to do that one time before, but I forgot all about it. And either way, the noise that we were hearing with the tapping roller rockers actually was just hitting the valve cover. So we're clearancing that right now. We went ahead, added an extra quarter turn of preload to the lifters. The water leak that we had, we thought was the timing chain cover. Believe it or not, was just the upper hose going into the thermostat. The little small hose wasn't tight. So guys, we're good. We're going to slap this other valve cover back on, put the intake on, and we're going to bust this thing off. Now, it's pretty late. It's like 11 o'clock, 11:30 here. But we'll go ahead and bust it off and make sure everything's good. All right, guys, so it's the next day, and we're going to go ahead and start the car up, let you listen to it. There is still some slight tapping on the valve cover, so I'm going to have to take the valve covers off and re-clearance them again. We just didn't know how much to take off last night. And the funny thing about it is when the car is cold, it doesn't do it. It only does it once the car warms up. So I think everything just starts moving around a little more in there and stuff starts expanding. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear the car right now, let you hear what the cam sounds like, and then this is probably going to end this video. And then what we'll do is the next video, we'll take it down the road. Hopefully we'll have everything adjusted out on it, and we'll really start pushing the car a little bit. Now I'm going to move the camera further away because a lot of times this camera tries to take the bass out. So I'm going to move it further away to see if we can actually hear it. Alright guys, that's it. Car sounds really good. The cam sounds nasty in it. Car's pretty responsive, if I'm being honest with you. Surprised me a little bit, but I did drive it down the road real quick last night, and to be honest with you, it's not that fast. So we know we have to put gears in the car, and we know we got to put this converter in it. And I know a lot of you are going to say, well, you need to get it tuned, but for right now, we just got 19-pound injectors in the car. I think we're going to be okay. We just got to get the little bugs worked out of. We got some header leaks and stuff like that. We'll get all that addressed, and I'll try to get this thing buttoned up sometime this week. So the videos are going to slow down a little bit, guys. Like I told you, I've been really working my butt off on this thing, and we're just going to take a little bit of a break, try to chill out a little bit. So you might only get 1 or 2 videos a week for a little while, but that's okay. Guys, Calypso Clone is almost done. The People's Fox has come a very, very long way, guys. So I'm excited about finishing this thing up, getting it on the road, testing it out, so stick with me. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.